A federal lawsuit is filed against two Cleveland police officers charged with unreasonable seizure and excessive force. The alleged victim, a 16-year-old with Down's syndrome. News Channel 5's Deb Lee has been following this story all night long. She joins us now from the newsroom. And Deb, what happened here?
Well, apparently police were looking for an armed robbery suspect, but they found 16-year-old Juan Ortiz instead. Now, this civil lawsuit alleges Officer Brian Casimir used excessive force to detain Juan Ortiz without just cause, and that Officer Dan Kursayan failed to intervene. When Juan Ortiz is playing, his dad always keeps a watchful eye, now even closer than ever.
He wakes up at night a lot.
Ramon Ortiz says his son, who's 17 with Down syndrome, hasn't been the same since last August, when, according to this federal lawsuit filed against two Cleveland police officers, the boy was the victim of unreasonable seizure and excessive force.
The officer attacked him and brutalized and terrorized him for several minutes as the Ortiz family, the father and mother, were begging the officer to stop, telling him that he was a Down syndrome child, and that he was only 16 years old. But the officer wouldn't stop, and he kept saying, he didn't care.
Juan was sitting outside his apartment complex wearing the same color clothes as an armed robbery suspect in the area. Cleveland Police Patrolmen's Association President Steve Loomis says the boy ran, and officers didn't know he was a Down's child until they had him in handcuffs. But Ortiz attorney Sabod Chandra says the suspect was middle-aged, white, and over 6 feet tall. Juan was 4'11".
If the officer can't tell the difference, particularly when family members and neighbors are crying out, this is a child with Down syndrome, then you really have to wonder what's going on with the officer.
It makes me feel sad.
Ramon Ortiz says his son was hospitalized for physical injuries he received when he was thrown against the family car, but it's the emotional scars that still linger.
I could feel it, the way he feels inside him. He's hurt.
Now, CPPA President Steve Loomis also says the boy was not roughed up and that the officers removed the handcuffs as soon as they realized he wasn't the guy they were looking for. Meanwhile, Mayor Jackson's office says they are fully reviewing the complaint and investigating the facts. In the newsroom, Deb Lee, News Channel 5.